U.S. Supreme Court issued a victory for marriage equality advocates today, ending an appeal from longtime opponent Kim Davis that was trying to overturn the Obergefell versus Hodges decision.
News 8's Duncan McLean has been following this. Duncan, tell us more about what happened today.
Well, practically at the court, they essentially denied to hear this appeal from Kim Davis. It's a long-running appeal against that original ruling in 2015 that recognized same-sex marriage rights. It came from Kim Davis, a former county clerk that refused to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples. That now dead in the water.
Yeah, and it was a little confusing because it was actually asking, if I read it correctly, for relief for clerks to be able to make their own decision, which would have been really confusing. So what's the response been?
Well, it's kind of a measured joy based on people that I spoke to today, both, formal advocates and folks who are just trying to enjoy their marriage like everybody else. It's different than 10 years ago when they got the news that they could get married. That, they said, was a full day of celebration. It really was a weight lifted off their shoulders. But in the decades since, the fight hasn't stopped, they say. And this is, yes, a joyous day, but it's less progress and rather preventing a backslide in their minds.
What can we expect coming up at 5, Duncan?
Well, I spoke with the executive director of the GR Pride Center about the practical ramifications if this had gone through and how they're feeling now, as well as, like I said, people who are out there just trying to enjoy their marriages, folks coming up on their 10-year wedding anniversary, who have been in relationships for close to 20 years, but that landmark ruling back in 2015 allowing them to kind of resume a bit of a normal life. So you hear perspective from them and what they still hope happens in this fight for continued marriage equality.
All right, Duncan, thank you.